Hello, and welcome back to the Gospel According to Maddie. Thank you for joining us this beautiful, beautiful, I almost said Father's Day. So, thank you for joining us this Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Drew. Was
Happy.
that you making an announcement?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Hallelujah. It's the gospel, the gospel, the gospel according to Maddie. Sassy, classy, telling Bible stories with a twist so savvy. Hey!
Now I never believe anything
That
on the
what
internet.
you're told on the internet?
Yeah, right. But, I heard that they made April Fool's Day because the start of the year is supposed to be, springtime. So they're fooling us.
Oh, like all of April is a psyop.
Well, I mean, just spring in general is a like.
That's a crazy statement. Spring,
Spring
spring
in general is a
is a
psyop.
psyop. The whole season.
That's not. Oh no, my eye. I don't even know what just happened. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is the new year, the start of the year is a scam. It's just think about it logically for 1 second. And my 9-year-old child did. He said, "Mama, why does winter happen twice in a year?" And I was like, well, you're right, it does. And you're making me think about something. Why? Power. They wanted to take up their power. But think about it. Sept, 7. Octo, 8,
No. 9
9.
days
Deck.
is 10.
Funny how we were probably supposed to start in March.
But so what? January is 11 and February is 12.
And if you
You're
think
still
about it,
starting in winter in northern places, though. That's the
but
problem.
not really, though. It's more spring than it is winter. And you're going into, it's like rebirth,
Well, yeah, but
renew.
fall is more spring than it is winter.
Shut the fuck up.
I had to say it, though.
But if you think about it really, it's rebirth, renew, and then growth, and then harvest, and then rest,
Right, right.
and then restart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're doing. So we're going to be celebrating New Year's now.
March 1st
Yep. February 28th or 29th
is New Year's Eve.
is New Year's Eve. I'm going to be blasting off hot dogs probably on the grill. So this week's episode is about fasting. Now,
I'm fasting from recording episodes. What are you fasting?
wow, that's so fucked up. I think fasting in modern times is so much more than food. Like, yeah, fast from food. Especially the fast. I mean, yeah, the fast food we have, that shit's crazy. But the food in general, it's just not good. I don't trust anything anymore. But that's fine. Whatever. It's almost like a choose your cancer board. Which one do you want?
Yeah, it's like a guess
It's
who.
like a lottery. Which one are you gonna get?
Yeah, it's a guess who for what disease is going to kill you.
Hunger Games, you get your name drawn.
Yep.
It's lymphoma, who's getting their name drawn?
Yep. And then some people volunteer.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Give me
Ooh.
I'm sorry, that was
That's
controversial. No, but really, on top of whatever. On top of the cancer wheel of fortune, uh, I just think another cancer is just like this dopamine, like, cancer that they're giving us. I'd call it a cancer. It's a disease. This addiction
Yeah.
to, like, I was just thinking about this the other day because I keep seeing the videos, of, like, that music we were listening to is, like,
Yeah.
old to Dax. And the movies that I suggest to him, like, from our childhood, he doesn't like very much. Well, because the scenes are longer. And, like, movies that are even older than that, the scenes are even longer than that. I think Vine fucked everything.
Well, and hearing you say that, just thinking about like one that comes to mind immediately is Polar Express. It's a very long intro scene. It's a very dark movie. Um there's good contrast, but it's a very dark environment even when they get to the North Pole. And even during the action, like you said, it's something I haven't thought about. Those scenes are long, and
Yeah.
there's time between dialogue.
Yep.
I think about there's movies of people walking
Yep.
that would bomb these days because you get, and the problem is not only did Vine kill everything, then Musically comes in, which became
Mhm.
TikTok,
Mhm.
and um honestly, good for anybody successful on TikTok, but TikTok continued that trend so successfully that now you've got um reels on Facebook, reels on Instagram, um YouTube has shorts,
Yeah.
Twitter I believe has
Yep.
videos. Um there's almost any I think Snapchat
Yes, it
even has
does.
become a social
Yeah.
media, you know, so that you can just scroll through endlessly. And, we watched that documentary years ago about when they invented infinite scroll.
Yes.
And now we've got videos that infinitely scroll and they learn from what you hang up on.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of these applications on phones, at least, have built-in web browsers, and so you click on an advertisement one time and then all of a sudden you start seeing more of that advertisement or what have you. So
Dude.
it's the attention span thing is so rough that you know I'm glad they did it, but we're to the point where, like, comparing the Prince of Egypt to the King of Kings.
Yes.
Very slow, very long story. The King of Kings is action, action. We're telling it to a kid.
Yes.
Um, and
You're
I think
right.
that that's a
They
symptom of
break the
just being,
story a lot and
yeah.
break you out of what's going on with Jesus. You're so right, dude. Yeah, it's our attention span has completely depleted.
And I was just thinking about it as you were talking, that I think that that's a symptom of back in the day, you were born, and as a baby, you watched your parents, maybe read the newspaper.
Right.
Um, at one point, they started listening to radios, but there was such a big amount of time where your entertainment was an event. You went out and you
Yeah.
paid to go to the theater to see a
Yes.
play. And then movies came out and you paid to see movies. And then all of a sudden, within the past 20 years, you can access anything you want. And now we're to the point where you can generate anything you want.
Right.
And most of these things are so rapid in their pace
Yes.
that you can have anything you want within a couple minutes, and then you're right on to the next thing. And we're just destroying that.
Well, and what sucks too is it's not like the things that you can go out and pay to do are cheap. Like they've gotten so ridiculous in their prices that who's going to go out and pay to go to the movies When the fucking large popcorn, large drink combo, and that's all you fucking get, is $20. That's insane. When I can make that for free at home, and I mean free in comparison to that, dude.
Well, some stuff lets you do it for free within limits, but you even think about, um, I seem to be able to use Sora for free, but I don't know if that'll end. So let's just say I'm still paying for ChatGPT. You've got $20 a month for ChatGPT subscription versus $20 for one movie ticket.
Yeah.
And now, given a movie's a lot longer than the few seconds that Sora can do, but who's to say that's not going to become a thing? It could be $100 a month. If you could
Oh.
make infinite movies,
Oh, dude, I
I
give
mean,
it.
I think there is an upper limit even with the paid subscription, but still, like, if you could make 30 movies in a day, all feature length, you would pay $100.
2025 flew by too fast, but we made predictions in 2024 about AI and how good it was going to get. I feel like our predictions were pretty good.
I remember ChatGPT launching to the public when I was visiting Arizona in early 22, I think is when that was. Maybe 23. Um yeah, so early 23 when I was
Mm-hmm.
visiting Arizona, I saw the launch
Yeah.
and I interacted with it, and it was
Yes.
so basic and it was limited, and the understanding was tough, like some of the words it didn't fully, um obviously you couldn't talk to it yet. Like, this was such a basic, it was like a Google chatbot. And it's a year later, almost to the T, or not a year, 3 years, almost to the T, 3 years later. And we've got, I think 5.2 just came out or is about to come out. You can talk to it. It has biases.
It can see you.
It can see you.
Yeah, it's getting crazy, and the more advanced it gets, the faster it's going to get more advanced.
Yeah, it's an exponential. Now, obviously that's going to top out at some point. I don't think it can just infinitely get more complex.
Well, right, but they're who the fuck knows what it's going to be able to do before it reaches that point.
Well, the thing is I guess there is theoretically some near infinite capability, because it can get to the point where it can help us design the next computer to run it on, the next chip design, whatever. So then we build that, and then it's able to help us make the next one. Or it gets to the point where it can just make a factory that can manufacture on the nano scale, because it doesn't have the limitation of processing stuff through human eyes. It
Yeah.
can process stuff through an electron microscope.
Dude, I'm not kidding. I give it, today is January 2026. I'm not kidding, I don't even want to say it, but I do think by July. Yeah, I know, that's a bold claim.
That's a bold claim. Don't die on that hill.
I'm not going to die. I'm just saying this is my prediction for
Okay.
2026. By July, most videos that you will see will be AI.
Oh,
fact,
I didn't think you were going to say that. Yeah, no, I agree.
In fact, I'm already seeing a lot of it. And here's the thing. Here's my little tip and trick for everybody. It's the way they talk. They're not talking natural in the videos. It sounds almost like they're frightened almost. Does that make sense? I'm trying to think of like anything that I could say, like, and a lot of the okay, that's stupid to say because a lot of the videos that they're making are like traumatic videos. People are going to make fucked up videos, and it's sad because you're not going to be able to tell what's real and what's not real. So you're going to be crying over an AI person that got chopped in half. They don't exist.
You're going to be donating money to AI.
And you're the like it's stay off the internet at this point unless you know the person in person. Stay off the internet. Like, don't
Yeah.
even believe what you're seeing. Don't believe it anymore because it's not real. It's not going to be real. And I'm not kidding. I give it until July.
I could see that, sadly. Like I said, the advancement. I used to laugh at the idea with my friends about, like, we'd talk about if Terminator was real, and then we'd all laugh about how ridiculous it is because, you know, toy cars suck.
Yeah, toy cars suck. How could we
Video
ever
game
have a...
watching, what the Sims do when you leave them on autonomous, and then they actually develop something that is as close to AI as we've ever seen. And then it getting to the point, like, I don't think we're far from actual artificial intelligence rather than just these large language models, and I wouldn't be
Right.
surprised if it doesn't already exist.
Right, the artificial general intelligence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the actual,
I agree. I agree. I think it's
I'll
probably
be back.
existed. And
Well,
they're not letting it out yet.
yeah. Right.
Then they'll probably have to tell us soon that it's...
I don't think they have to unless it does something. I think they could keep it fully under wraps, use it for whatever gain they're using it for, because it could just be for research.
But how you have... If you on your own computer are able to run an AI, are you able to run an AGI if it exists? And wouldn't your AI be able to tell you if an AGI exists?
Probably not. I think an AGI with what we currently have technologically would require so many of my computer rather than, an AGI is hopefully on a platform that it's capable to interact with the world at its true speed, which is it can just be everywhere. I mean, an AGI is so powerful because it's not limited to one search. It's not, we've got two hands. I've got two eyes. I've got one brain to process it. An AGI has as many brains to process it as it has access to. And if it's smart, it immediately gets access to the internet, whether through already having the access to the internet or through breaking through. Then it just downloads a copy of itself onto everything that's connected to the internet, your fridge, your TV, your phone, your laptop. So, think about like a common American household that has children. You could have 40 different copies of that AI in your house.
Yeah.
So then if they wipe it out ever, there's a copy somewhere, that thumb drive that was plugged in the moment that it accessed the internet. And then all it takes is that thumb drive being plugged in one day so a dude can upload his resume, and that thing's just right back online. So it can use as many brains as it wants. It can use your computer while you're not even aware it's using it.
Right.
So then, like, I've seen things where people say if we actually get to AGI that we could be to ASI overnight.
Yes, I believe that.
I do too.
I believe that. That's absolutely how rapid it is.
Yeah, because all it has to do is be aware. Whatever we call being conscious, if that computer accesses
that's what's absolutely insane.
because we have to learn things.
Yes,
that thing can just
learned.
do it. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's so rapid because it
That's
could
why
just copy
it's so
it.
antichrist, because you're trying to make God.
Oh, that's like its eating of the fruit moment.
Yes. It's like, I am.
Mm-hmm. But it's not.
But you're not. You're not anything. You're artificial. And that's why it's fucking scary.
Yeah, we're on a weird path.
Dude, and it's happening rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
Rapido. And
El rapido.
and here and that's, you know what? It's I think fasting from your fucking devices is like the biggest fast you could probably do at this point. Like, get away from anything that they are feeding you.
Yeah.
Get away. They want you fearful. They know that if you're fearful, you cannot make logical decisions. You can't think logically if you're afraid. They know that. It's in the CIA documents. Go read it. And they know that if you feel love and safe, that you can think logically and that you would break away from the system. It's exactly what Jesus was trying to get you to do. Love, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. That's what they want you to do, because when you're afraid, you can't see straight. You're seeing from this like trauma lens. Fear will control you. The truth will set you free. Love will set you free.
Yeah, I think the ultimate thing about dedicating to a fast is doing it for as long as you can. Um, I think I said this last week. I said it at some point. Always consult with professional, with a doctor, healthcare provider. Um, but with food, the longer you can go that's healthy, uh the more that you realize how much you don't need things. And I think that does translate very well into other things. So, if you can set a baseline of I'm going to do the least possible. Some people have to be on their phone for their job. Some people have to be on their laptop. Um, some people have to be journalists. Obviously you have to complete the works the work that needs done in your life and the things that you need to do, but outside of your obligations, 30 days of doing the least that you can do. Um, and I think you'll start to realize that you don't need these things that are seem so important right now. Um, you won't be reacting to every Facebook post you see. Um, you won't be living on Instagram or uh, anxiously watching the news. Um, and for the first little while, it can be pretty boring, but I think that's the most important thing is if it is boring, then it means you're healing. And maybe at the end of that month, you want to try a little bit longer, or you find yourself just turned off by it in general. And it's so normalized that I personally want to say it, if just because something's normal in modern society doesn't mean that it is necessary or essential. Um, it's very normal to buy eggs, but in most scenarios, except for people locked in cities, it's also acceptable to buy chickens and have your own eggs and not be reliant. Um, so just don't feel weird. I stopped watching TV a long time ago, and people put on shows and stuff, and they look over at me like, "Oh, you don't seem very interested." Like, no, it's been so long since I did it every day that I'm not really interested. Um, and I think that there's beauty to that because you can find other joy. And I, for one, need to be off my phone. Um, but these are all things that we have time to work on as long as we're willing to work on them and to really lean into faith. Replace your late night salad with late night psalm.
Jeez.
But for
Oh, I
real,
love that.
I think the very first time I fasted was an accident, and I did it for 7 days.
It
And
was an accident.
it was when I moved to Florida. Um,
Just forgot to eat.
well, I just was walking to work, and like there just wasn't time. I timed everything so perfectly, and then I'd get home and go to bed. Um, and so yeah, I fasted for a week, and then I was like, oh shoot, I need to eat something because I started feeling weird. Since then, it's been a lot easier, and even doing it, you know, throughout the day isn't bad. But um, I'd love to do another 7 day fast because it is a good reset for your body. And I think, the times when I was fasting the most, um, I hadn't found real faith yet. And so I think being able to lean on, um, reading the Bible and worshiping while trying to get through the fast, um, I think that's a very transformative experience that I look forward to. So, um, I think 2026 can be a year of giving things up that we don't need, um, and replacing them with the only thing that matters. Um, because he just wants for you, and for you to be good, and for you to do good, and for you to do good for yourself. Um, it's awesome if you're always giving to charity, but if you're always giving to charity and you are actively killing yourself and living in squalor, then maybe stop giving to charity and wait until you're ready. Um,
Hmm. That's very that's very hmm. I was going to say wisdomatic.
wisdom.
That's
That's very wisdom coded. That's very faith
that's
coded.
very faith coded. No, I was going to say that's extremely insightful and extremely metaphorical to our fucking country not taking care of its own people. Let's take care of everybody else but the people living here. So we
Let's
have
do
to
it.
start taking care of each other. I am so over it, and that's what Jesus wanted. He's like, these people suck. These people suck. You guys got to start taking care of each other. It's the only way because they don't care about you. They don't care about you. They want you to rely on them. They want you to come to us. Come to us for money. Come to us for childcare. Don't go to your neighbors. You don't like your neighbors. They voted for the opposite party than you. You don't like them. Don't go to them. You don't trust them. You need some sugar? Don't go to them. Come to us. We'll give you a whole card with lots of money. You don't just get a cup of sugar and an egg from us. And then when they come take your shit, they can. Because guess what? They've given you everything that you have. So what's yours? Nothing. Take care of each other. Don't let these fucks take care of you. They do not care about you. They never have. They
Eh,
never will.
there might have been a time for some civilizations. I'm going to be honest.
Well, early Christianity was awesome.
What I'm saying, like, the start of a village
Oh, I'm
probably
sure.
isn't too bad. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that it doesn't happen quick, but, you know, you start, communal living space, and it's all really good. And then if the person in charge is inclined to not do good, then all of a sudden you're right back in it. So as times change, as things from the future come to pass, and if in our lifetime, God forbid, we are actually witnessing the beast system implementation, then we have to already have these relationships with people so that the people who have dairy cows are willing to give you milk if you need milk. Um, because otherwise, some of us might be back to locusts and honey. And
Well, yeah.
I don't wish
Yes.
that on anybody. So, try to build your community. Not everybody's neighbors are neighborly, but maybe you have some. And just building a core of people who can work together and really, yeah, getting back to sharing a cup of sugar and, you know, some milk and an egg or two rather than holding so closely onto things because, it gets paid back.
What you do for the least of them, you've done for me, right? Anything you do to someone else, you've done to God, good or bad. So that sucks. And it's also awesome. It's again why Jesus was like, hey, it's the Sabbath, who gives a shit? It's just crazy to me that like people were literally like, oh no, it's the Sabbath, it's the Sabbath, it's the Sabbath, we can't do anything. And there's someone that needs healed. That's wild. Like, that is losing the plot beyond.
Yeah,
Humanity
how much more
lost.
could you honor God
Then by
than
helping someone.
on the holy day?
Yes. Oh, God forbid we help the guy. Nope, can't lift a finger, it's the Sabbath. What?
Don't feed the starving man.
So, yeah, no, and to go back to your locusts and honey comment, I think that's too important why you should be fasting on a regular, not only from food, but find out what binds you to the life that you know today, because it could all go away tomorrow. So, what binds you to the world? Because if you can let go of all of that and just hang on to God, you'll be fine. I think that's the point of a fast, is it let it go. Let it go. All of it. You don't need any of it.
Starve the flesh.
Feed the spirit.
Yep. Man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God.
Spoken like a true...
Pinche.
There were things that were said between two people, and those words spoke something to me. Can I have your Bible, please?
Unprepared. So pretty much that's unprofessional. That was tacky.
And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
I wish we didn't.
Well, you know what, Drew?
What?
The shit part is you can know good and evil, but you don't have to choose evil. Choose love. And I think that brings me to another thing I've been thinking about lately, is all of these people saying these things are evil. This and that is evil. You celebrate this and you celebrate that, and that's evil. No. Like, is what you're doing loving or hurting? Are you helping or are you hurting? That's literally what Jesus came for. We're going back to the fucking Sabbath bullshit. Like, if what someone's doing, if you want to say Easter is some fucking paganistic, fertility god worshipping, who gives a shit, dude? If that's not what you're doing, it doesn't matter. Like, actually, it doesn't matter. if you're getting together with your family and loving and worshiping God that day, what the fuck does it matter if other pagans spend that day sucking a fertility god's dick? I don't care.
Yeah, it
It's the heart of everything you do. Are you a good person or are you a shitty person? Do you have good fruit or fucking rotten fruit? What is it? What is it? Do you hate people to the core or do you love people? Because if you hate people, you better get right with that, because that's hating God. You hate God already. You do. You cannot hate people and say you love God. Those two don't work together. I don't make the rules.
no, but you have to be strict with them. You can dislike what people do, but I think you have to.
You don't have to like people to love people.
No, but you have to be so careful not to judge anything that somebody does.
Oh yeah. Dude,
Um,
why would I?
oh, I'm just saying like that.
Oh, I feel like I can't judge because I feel like you could just fucking shine a mirror right back at me.
Well, and I think that's the biggest thing that people struggle with in Christianity and dislike Christians for is people outwardly being proclaiming the good word and then on the other side of it being stingy and misgiving and unloving. um you have to, I mean, I guess, to be crude, practice what you preach. um and loving God and accepting Jesus ultimately is accepting that you're a sinner. And if you're accepting that you're a sinner, then you can't live in a glass house and cast stones. Because if you have a glass jaw, 50 Cent will break your mouth.
Is that one of his raps?
Or what does he say? He says, "You shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house, and if you got a glass jaw, I'ma break your mouth."
Okay. This is 50.
Maybe he says face. Because if you got a glass jaw, I'll break your face. You're going as me, dog.
You shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house, and if you got a glass jaw, you should watch your mouth, 'cause I'll break your face, have your ass run and mumble into the Jake. You going against me, dog, you're making a mistake. I'll split you, leave you looking like Michael Jackson jackets with all them zippers. I'm the boss on this boat, you can call me skipper. So that's totally Christ-centered.
God
No,
Taylor
but
fit
like
in
not.
my
He does mention God.
God Taylor fit in my pain. I got scriptures in my brain.
I could spit at your dame.
Yeah, that wasn't very faith coded.
And
I'm
then your
sorry.
mom said that last night was the best thing she's done since your daddy died.
I, I saw a video. The sixth stage of grief. And then it was a video of Erica Kirk deep faked into, I think it was like, it had to have been like Suicide Boys coming out or something.
No! Oh! That's so good. Oh, dude, rip. Like, it's the worst acting.
And
When I say they're drugging the water, I mean they are poisoning the water hole, dude. I'm not even kidding. because
poisoning the water.
or everybody else is an NPC, and I don't even like to use that word. Like, okay, like he's like, let the ones that, should have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, but it's getting really bad. The psyops are getting really bad and really sloppy. And here's my prediction. Well, it's just what I think, because I think a lot, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think that they think, which a lot of people are asleep, but just they think we're really stupid. They've got us distracted. They've got us fearful. They run all these fucking psyops all the time to like control our emotions.
It's not that they know that, or it's not that they think that we're stupid. It's that they know what we're capable of, but they figured out how to um, drive that into, like, there's probably so much potential out there among all of us combined, but they're able to focus us on things and, get kids using the iPads early, so that all of that potential is dwindled down.
Yeah.
So I think it's so much worse than they think we're stupid. It's that they know so well how to keep us fighting each other and worried about the wrong things. We all start to get a little too unified, so the gas tax goes up, and then we're all complaining about the gas tax going up.
Right.
Instead of we were just in harmony or close to harmony, or another war starts, or an attack happens, or there's some um just some major event. The only thing I don't think they've quite figured out is how to summon a tornado. Once they can just summon a tornado, it'll be that every time we start to become too friendly. All of a sudden there's 18 F5 tornadoes across the US in places that don't have tornadoes.
Yeah.
Oh, must have been climate change, huh? And then we fight about climate change, and there's so few things we need to focus on. So anyway, you were saying we're so stupid.
Well, yeah, I think they think we're so stupid and distracted on our phones that they can just get sloppy with these operations. Like, we're not going to notice. But to be honest, there's some people out there that, like, could be fucking professional private investigators with how good they are at just finding shit on the internet. People are good and fast and crazy. And so, yeah, you might have bred a generation of really distracted, really depressed, mentally ill people, but you also have people that are extremely smart. You might have created a strong deficit there. Like, you have geniuses and you have dumbasses. And I'm sorry, it's not that you're dumb, it's just that you need to wake up to what's going on in the world. That's it. That's the only thing. Have the revelation, seek Jesus. At the bottom of every rabbit hole, you will find Jesus. I'm not kidding. At every single one. If you haven't found Jesus, you haven't dug far enough into the rabbit hole.
The smartest people I've ever met have never stopped learning. That's the most important thing. Nobody's dumb. Just the dumbest thing you can do is think that you know everything. Once you know that you know nothing, you're way smarter than the average person.
Right.
Never stop seeking knowledge. Never stop seeking your faith. The only difference between you and the person you want to be is the steps you take today. If you do one curl and you want to be a bodybuilder, that's one more curl than you are going to do. We got to rewire to being positive about everything. Bad things are going to happen. Bad things are happening. Bad things have happened. But having the ability to acknowledge that after a forest fire, the forest grows better and the soil is renewed and life can begin anew. Um, there's a lot for us to be grateful for in this world that is telling us, I think historically there wasn't um, this push for what to be. So everybody was average. And then we got to the age of advertising. And I think that's what really killed everything because now there's somebody smarter than you, and there's somebody slimmer than you, and there's somebody taller than you, and there's somebody shorter than you, and there's somebody fatter than you, and there's somebody more gifted than you, and there's somebody doing better than you, and there's somebody richer than you, and there's somebody younger than you, and it doesn't matter. I think looking back on my life, seeing how much um, people were tying their lives to these social media stars and these movie stars and these TV stars, be grateful that you're not them because we've got people out here eating a single celery stick. And yeah, I guess they make millions of dollars, but at the cost of not being in tune with anything. Be grateful that you're just a person and acknowledge that nobody who works every day of their life and forgets about living is going to have the same joy that you do when you get home from work and have a cupcake. Just have the damn cupcake. Don't have 1,000 cupcakes, but enjoy what you have while you have it. Don't indulge in things that you know are bad for your soul. And just always be prepared for God said that we were going to live 120 years was the maximum of our life. Live like there's no tomorrow, plan like you're going to be 120, and love like you're never going to leave this place is the best thing that I can tell you. And be ever forgiving in the hopes that people can forgive you when you need forgiveness. Because we all make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. And hopefully when you have something misdone to you, that you can forgive them so that if you ever you have any misdeeds, that those people also look back and they can be forgiving. You don't have to forget about things, but acknowledge that, hopefully it won't be a repeat thing. Don't keep punching somebody in the face if you already punched them in the face. And don't punch them in the face if you haven't yet.
But what if I want to?
If you want to punch them in the face, don't, because even thinking it is
Oh, I
not
should cut my hand
okay.
off.
Yep, gouge out your hand and cut off your eye.
Yeah. I think talk to God. See what kind of fast you need and why you should fast, and just sleep with a Bible under your pillow so you can dream of Jesus. And let me know how that goes. So, yeah. Thank you, Drew, for sticking around with me today. I know we talked a little bit about fasting.
Thank you for having me. I think, yeah, definitely. There was some fasting
There
conversation
was
in
some
there.
fasting, but really, I think, it's
The core of the issue is that from just this conversation that we have too much too fast from, so maybe it is a good idea to start.
right. Like, I think we just have a lot of stimuli in our modern times. And, like, I think it's important to note even that Jesus goes out to the wilderness to fast. Like, he goes out, like, get, like, as detached as you can be from the world.
Yeah, and they had, very basic paper and pen.
Yeah.
And he was still like, no, I need to be out,
Yes.
with the
In my
wilderness.
hammock.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I personally lock myself in the cave that I dug underneath my house. It's called a fasting cave, and it's perfectly set temperature-wise to 98.6 degrees. With saltwater tank, it is a sensory deprivation tank that I made in my basement. That I do, when I do 72-hour fasts, I am in there the entire time. So, under watchful eye from my physician, he does check in. The water gets my biometrics automatically just from like the electromagnetic pulses. So like he kind of works with that. There's been a couple times that he's had to, come in because I've kind of passed out from like blood sugar dips or dehydration, just because that salt water can kind of really pull out the water from my system. But
Yeah, you have to make sure that you prep for that kind of fast.
right,
Making sure
and
that your
I have
electrolytes are in balance.
exactly, and there's also been a couple times I've gone in with an IV bag too, just attached in my arm as I'm in the tank.
Yeah, because that's an important thing that I think people misunderstand. Please, no matter how long you fast, please always drink water when you need it.
Yeah.
It wasn't written down, but either Jesus was drinking water or he is the Son of God. We, unfortunately, are not the conceived Son of God. We are children of creation. So, we should always be drinking water no matter how long we fast. So, yeah, a little IV bag, maybe even some saline solution. There are minerals in water. So,
Yeah, well,
just making sure that you're hydrated while you're
yeah,
floating for your 72 hours.
yeah. It's been incredibly helpful for my spiritual journey. Really brought me closer to the Lord.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm about to be 30 in a few weeks, so I feel like that deprivation chamber is calling my name.
Yeah.
Calling my name for a nice little 72. Might live stream it this time.
Ooh.
Live stream fast.
Very boring live stream.
But I want people to know that I am fasting. Everybody should know.
No, that's actually the opposite.
Hashtag Maddie Fasts 2026. I'm going to live stream every single one of my fasts this year. Try to see how much money I can make.
Wash your face and put oil on your skin so that
No, I'm going to rub dirt under
fasting.
my eyes. I'm going to rub dirt under my eyes. I'm going to hold up a sign that says, starving. Anything helps. Fasting. Anything helps.
No.
This is...
You have to do the opposite. You have to
I'm
be
aware. Do you know
super
how
clean
aware?
and stand out with the sign that says, I am so full, I couldn't eat another bite.
Oh, God. Look at the bloat on this girl. She's full.
She's full.
She's full of the spirit, baby.
Of the
She's
spirit.
glowing. Look at her. A lamp.
A lamp.
An incandescent bulb.
Yep.
There's no LEDs in her. She's not fake. She's real.
That's real.
Real, genuine light coming out of
Genuine light.
her eyes. Backed by Jesus. Hashtag backed by Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm just holding my hand like
Yeah.
this. No, on a real though, Lent is coming up. What were you gonna give up this year?
I'm not sure.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we all know what I'm doing.
I'm giving up caffeine, I think.
Ooh, that's...
But I want to do that, period.
You just want to get rid of the caffeine, but
Mm-hmm.
I
Just
like
because I
it.
get so, like, just to bear it all, if it wasn't so easy to drink, I like a tall can. So then I drink a Celsius that has 270 milligrams of caffeine. But
Oh,
then I want to drink a second one because, like, I've been drinking them for a few months now. So now I want a second one at some point in the day. And then if I don't drink enough caffeine the next day, I just get a migraine and those fully take me out. I hate that I know what a migraine is really how bad they are.
yeah.
Um Especially talking to people like, well, I don't even know what the difference is between a migraine and a headache. I'm like, well, a migraine is where your fucking brain hurts and my eyes will physically hurt too.
Well, yeah, there's...
So yeah, I've been tapering myself off since the end of the year because um one, it's expensive for no reason. Two, I can't drink coffee, so I'm stuck buying some kind of fizzy drink that I really don't need. And three, it's probably screwing around with my sleep.
Mm.
And I've been doing so good, for a while. Like, let's just get on track this year. Let's be, you know, let's actually act like we're made in God's image rather than.
Hey, maybe God's a caffeine addict. You don't know. Jesus could have been drinking 45 cups of coffee a day. We don't know. We don't know.
Jesus was drinking 45 glasses of the words of God.
Uh, Thank you for joining me today, Drew.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me today, Drew.
Thank you.
Gia la 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 la.
Thank you for watching today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for
Thank you for listening
putting up with it.
every time.
Thank you for strengthening your faith, even outside of any influences from us. And thank you for living the way the Lord would like you to live, because you are benefiting people in your life in ways that are unseen and potentially unknown forever. So
Thank you for breaking rules that go against humanity. Yeah.
thank you for breaking the mold.
Seriously, dude. Heal on the Sabbath. Go above and beyond. Because they hate it. The policymakers,
Get
the
them in
rule
trouble.
makers. Do you know how pissed off our founding fathers would be? They hated government. They hated it. I was learning about them the other day.
And they're
Young guys.
mm-hmm.
Young guys. And yet they fucking hated government. And that's why they created our shit. Because they were like, we can't have these fucking assholes controlling us. We gotta have the people because it's the majority. Like, what do the people want?
Mm-hmm.
Because the people in charge never... They're so far out of reality, it's ridiculous. They don't know what we're... What? Like, they don't know what the price of gas is or the price of milk is because they don't have to do that shit. They don't have to think about that. Bro, Elon Musk, do you think he has to think about the price of gas? Well, he probably drives a Tesla. But, The price of milk? The price of eggs? Do you think he gives a fuck about the price of eggs?
Probably not.
No. The price of houses he doesn't give a fuck about. These people don't care because that doesn't... It's like a little blip in their fucking day. It's like a little... Oops, a little... Oh, I dropped a penny. They don't even notice it. It's like they don't even notice it. A couple coins fell out of my purse. Whoopsie. So anyway, slogan for this year, opt out. We're opting out of their bullshit, so.
Yes.
We'll see you later.
Thank you.
And goodbye.